In this segment, I'll be teaching you games that are commonly played in casinos and even in your own home other than Hold'em. The first game I'd like to teach you is Omaha High. Now for purposes of illustration, I've already dealt out 4 cards to each player face up. After the 4 cards are dealt out, the action begins clockwise after the big blind, just like in Hold'em. This person would be first to act, and for our purposes, we're going to have them call. Then the button would have to act. We'll have them call. The action comes to the small blind. They put in half a bet, and of course the big blind has the option to raise, but for our purposes, we'll just say he checks. Now, the dealer proceeds to pull the pot in and put 3 community cards out. Each player uses these cards to make their hand, but keep in mind that unlike Hold'em, in Omaha High, you must use 2 cards in your hand to make a complete hand. So after the flop is put out, there's a round of action, either betting or checking. In this case, everybody decides to check. Puts out a 4th community card, also known as the turn card, as in Hold'em. Again, there's a round of betting and or checking. The dealer checks again and puts the 5th card out, also known as the river card. After the 5th card is put out, or the river card, there's one last round of betting. Once the betting is complete, there's a showdown. For our purposes, we'll say that everybody is checked and everybody's turned their hands face up for the showdown. Let's take a look and see what each person has. First, we have in the small blind a queen and a 9 making a queen high straight. The person in the big blind has a king and a 4 of hearts. With the 3 hearts on board, makes a king high flush. Now we look at the person on the button. They have 2 4s in their hand. With the 3 8s on board, they make a full house, 8s full of 4s. Now we come to the last person in the hand. They have 2 queens and 2 aces. We take the 2 aces out, match them with the 3 8s on board, making 8s full of aces, the winning hand. And that's how you play Omaha High.